welcome back to Preschool Distance Learning on the segment called Storytime with Miss Cindy. Today we're going to be doing a book about worms, and I'm going to have a special friend read the book with me today also. But before we get to that, we have 2 vocabulary words today that are part of the story. 1, 2. So here's the first one. First one is burrow. B-U-R-R-O-W. Burrow. So that's when our worms make an underground tunnel, because worms, they live under the soil, under the mud or the dirt. And the only way that they can move themselves, because they don't have arms or legs like we do, is that they have to maneuver or traverse or move through the soil. So they burrow, they make their underground tunnel so that they can move side to side like a snake, like this, or maybe up and down like that, like a wave. So burrow, underground tunnel. And then our second vocab word is roots. R-O-O-T-S. Roots. So these are the part of the plant, the bottom part of the plant, excuse me, that takes in the waters and the nutrients from the soil. So usually it's just like you have the plant that's there at the top, the stem, and sometimes the flower or the bulb or the fruit. And then under that you have the stem, and then under the stem you have the roots. So almost like little hairs that are sticking there in the soil. And then when you put the water and the nutrients there in the soil, it just sucks it up like a straw, like a mosquito, or maybe like a sponge. And that's how it's able to, to grow. So I'm going to introduce my friend. My friend's name is Araña, which means spider in Spanish. So on the count of 3, we're going to call her name. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Araña! Araña, come on over. Hello? Is this thing working? Hello, everyone! Hi. Yes, I am a spider. Don't worry. I won't do anything to you. I'm a friendly spider. Look at all my legs. I'm going to read the story to you guys, right, Miss Cindy? Yes, you are. You're going to help me today. Are you ready? Yeah. Ready? Here's our title. It's called An Earthworm's Life. And there's the worm right there. There's our cover. And then it's written and illustrated by John Himmelman. Written and illustrated. What does that mean? Well, written means that they're the person who wrote the story. They're the author. And then illustrated means that they're the ones who did the picture. The drawings on there. So this John person made the worm out here? Yes, they did. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Look at it. All right. So here we go. In the title page. An Earthworm's Life. Hey, look! There's some worms on there. It's spelling S-O-S. What does S-O-S mean? S-O-S usually means help. Help! Yes, you need help off the page. Are you ready to take them out? Okay. I'm going to help you, worms. Wait a minute. Here's one. Help count that with me, guys. 1 worm. Here's a 2. 2 worms. Yeah. Last one. Oh, this one's really stuck. 3 worms. Okay, guys. Now you can burrow down on the ground. Bye. Ooh, they were sticky. All right, you ready? An earthworm spends most of its life hidden beneath our feet. That person doesn't have any shoes on. I hope he doesn't step on some rocks. Yeah, me neither. See, there's the tunnels there, guys. Burrowing through the tunnels. No arms or legs. In spring, an adult earthworm leaves its eggs case in an underground burrow. Hey, that's kind of like a spider's egg sac. I can make eggs too. 2 months later, a baby earthworm hatches from its egg, and it crawls out of the egg case. Well, maybe you should have put they scurried, or they burrowed, or they slid through. Those would have been some good words to use too, Araña. Okay. The young earthworm tunnels through the soil. Tunnels. Oh, that's where that's where they burrow. And at night, it feeds on dead leaves. Ugh, dead leaves. Which of you likes to eat dead leaves? Sometimes the earthworm eats the soil, the one that is burrowing in. So sometimes it's just going to slide on over and maneuver itself. And then if it gets hungry, you can have a little snack. Then when it's ready, it can burrow through again. Then it stops. Eat some more snacks. That's a great place to be if that's going to eat the soil. The soil goes through the earthworm's body. It comes out as a pile of round balls called castings. By fall, the earthworm is nearly grown. It did get bigger. And look, there's something in the back there. You know what that's called? I believe it's a dung beetle. It's making a circle there with that stuff and it's eating. It pulls dead plants into its burrow, maybe for a snack later. Or maybe it has babies in the burrow that it needs to feed. That would be a good reason to have food underground. Next page, please. The earthworm eats the plants until winter. Then it is time to sleep. I love to sleep too. You just put your hands together like this. You lay your head on it and you go to sleep. You need to rest your bodies. It's very important. Spring rains bring the earthworm back to the surface so that they can breathe out there. Have you tried breathing underwater? It's not easy. You have to practice. A ring full of eggs comes loose, and the earthworm slips out of it. Ring becomes an egg case, and the earthworm leaves it behind. Hey! There's another egg sac like the ones that spiders make, though we leave ours in the web. The worm's deciding to leaving it underground in the soil. Would that be better than leaving mine in the web? Uh-oh, something's coming. When the earthworm comes above ground, a robin grabs it and it tries to tug. The robin straw goes to pull the earthworm out. Tug, pull back. Come on, guys, help me. Pull. But the earthworm is too strong. The robin gives up. I can't do this anymore. And then one summer night, the heavy rains fall from the sky. Rain again. It rains in the spring. It rains in the summer. When else does it rain? And what is the rain good for? It's not good for those worms. Look, the water is filling up the burrow, the underground tunnel. By morning, the earthworm burrows is filled with water. It searches for a drier place to live, but it gets stranded on the basketball court. Basketball. A young boy picks up the earthworm, puts it in the garden. Oh, that was very nice of the worm. If you were to see a worm on the ground, what would you do? Earthworm spends the rest of the summer tunneling among roots and eating soil. Hey, there's the roots that we were talking about before. See, look, they look like spaghetti, actually. And the worm's going right through and maneuvering under it and over. And then when the cold weather returns, the earthworm sleeps underground. Oh, see, earthworm is sleeping again. Again, very important to take care of your body, even if you are something small like a worm. Last page, boys and girls. And in spring, the earthworm begins a new journey. Oh, there it came out again. It's in the water. Could it be swimming? Or is it maneuvering through the water? Can it breathe? The end. Wow. Learned a lot about worms today, did you? Now, what do you think if you were to see another worm like the ones you held before? Are you be scared of them? I am going to pick them up very carefully and set it down into the garden. And why in the garden? Because they like the soil and the dead leaves. They can take care of the dead leaves and maybe some of the weeds. If you were a worm, what would you do? Would you like to be in the garden? Or would you prefer to be out in the open? Well, I'm so happy that you came to read the book with me, Araña. Yeah, I'm glad you invited me too. Thank you. That was very kind of you. Well, we'll try it again next time, okay? Yeah, that sounds great. All